Hi, so today I'm just going to be showing you the bare bones basics of how to use a DSLR camera. I have with me the Canon 250D, it's also known as the SL3. This is a couple years old, but most things should apply to most DSLRs in the market. Now, first we're just going to show you where all the controls are. This is the on and off switch. This is where you would put in the battery as well as the SD card. This is the lens. You can zoom in and zoom out. And there's other options on the side here, like the stabilizer option, which helps just make your footage look a lot more clean and in one place. Sorry. Then there's AF and MF, which stands for autofocus and manual focus. So you would want to have it on manual focus for video, just then you always know what part of your shot the camera is focusing on for artistic reasons or other. Now, first we're just going to start by putting this screen out here and turning it on. Now, this right here is what most people would use it for, would be photography, but you want the filming setting, so it would be just one pass on. So you flip it one more, and now we are in video mode. Now it says I don't have an SD card in because I don't, so I won't be filming anything right now, but if you would want to, just to start filming, you would press this button up here, and then when you were done filming, you would press that button again. It's pretty simple. Now to access these settings, you would press this menu button up here, and that brings you to the menu page. Now, these are the most relevant settings for filming, as well as a couple other certain ones from other sections. But this basically controls what type of filming you will be doing. So this controls the frame rate, the level of HD that you're filming in, as well as if you want to have like digital zoom per se. I have it disabled right now. Sound recording, like what device you would be using if you were going to use the internal mic, or an external microphone, as well as lens aberration correction, which basically just corrects the effects of lenses' optical characteristics on images. There's also other settings, like you can put it in a time-lapse setting. You can use a remote control to connect to the camera. You can adjust the iOS speed, which basically, not exactly, but basically it just changes the brightness of your image. It also has auto lighting, so it can change your iOS just like on its own if it sees fit for the environment that you're filming in. Other things like you can highlight tone priority. You can just put highlights in your image for certain colors or other things. There's also white balance you can change. That basically will make all the whites in your image kind of pop a little bit more, or you can make them pop less. It's your choice. You can also set a custom white balance. This is mostly about focusing and how your camera will be focusing, and what method you will use. Also, where you would choose focus option on your screen. These are other things. They're not as relevant, but still pretty good to look at and know your way around. These are other things. These are mostly just things put in place for people who don't really know exactly how to set the right settings. So these are just kind of like preset for you, like Red Eye Creative Assist. That one's, yeah. You can also set it to like a slideshow or something like that. Change the brightness. There's this other thing. Yeah, you can connect a Bluetooth device, connect it to the Wi-Fi. You can connect your phone, things like that. This is mostly about how you're saving your video. Another thing, this is just settings for the camera itself, not actually your footage. So this would be the brightness for the camera screen. And if you set it lower, then you'd be preserving battery and stuff like that. And how long it takes for it to turn off if you're not actually touching your camera. And other things like that. Most of this stuff is, you can kind of ignore, but it does come up sometimes. That's most of the settings right there. Now we're back to the beginning. There's also other modes that you can shoot in, so if you can change this to other modes, and they each have their own unique way of filming that kind of can change from mode to mode. Like some of these work way better with slow motion than the others do. You can also change the iOS with this button up here. Well, actually, it's not available in that mode, but I'm pretty sure, there we go. You can change the iOS, so you could make it brighter, as I said, or make it a lot dimmer. I normally have it around 32 when I'm inside, which it works pretty well. You can also click this button at the very bottom to access, if I had a card in, it would access the previous videos that I had shot. And yeah, that's basically the basics. Just for like casual filming videos, you probably wouldn't really need to know more than that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll talk more about this kind of stuff later on in my presentation and how to better utilize it. Thank you.